If you stood this dog on its hind legs, it would be over 7 feet tall, easily towering over most NBA players. This is the Irish Wolfhound, a breed so legendary that in ancient Ireland you could actually be executed for harming one. They were the war dogs of the Celts and the hunters of the fearsome Irish elk. Today they're known as gentle giants, but their history is one of blood, royalty, and a brush with total extinction. So why does it cost a fortune just to keep one of these majestic hounds fed? Let's dive into the 2,000-year history of the tallest dog in the world. The first written records of the wolfhound date all the way back to 391 AD, when a Roman consul received 7 of them as a gift. He wrote that all of Rome viewed them with absolute wonder. Back in Ireland, they were known as seafowl, and they were so highly prized that only kings and high-ranking nobles were even allowed to own them. They served 3 terrifying purposes. First, as war dogs, trained to drag armored knights right off their horses in the heat of battle. Second, as guardians of the castle, standing watch over Irish settlements and fending off wolves and bears. And third, as the great hunter. They were the only dogs capable of hunting the massive Irish Wolf, which was a constant and deadly threat to livestock. An Irish Wolfhound wasn't just a pet. It was a status symbol, a weapon, and a protector all rolled into one. The laws were so strict that the number of wolfhounds you owned directly corresponded to your title. If you were a king, you could own a whole pack. But for anyone else, owning one was a dream beyond reach. The Irish Wolfhound was almost too good at its job. By the late 1700s, they had successfully hunted every single wolf in Ireland to extinction. Suddenly, the giant dogs had no clear purpose. Because they were so massive and incredibly expensive to feed, people simply stopped breeding them. The demand vanished and the breed began to fade away. By the mid-1800s, the breed had nearly vanished completely. It was only saved by a determined man named Captain George Graham. He dedicated his life to searching for the last few remaining wolfhounds. He then carefully crossed them with Great Danes and Scottish Deerhounds to revive the breed and bring the gentle giant back from the brink of extinction. Every Irish Wolfhound alive today owes its existence to his tireless efforts. So you're thinking about getting one? While you might find a puppy for around $3,000, the real cost of owning a wolfhound is in the long-term upkeep. First, let's talk about the food bill. These dogs can eat up to 8 cups of high-quality dry food every single day. That can add up to hundreds of dollars a month just in groceries. Second, and this is the hard part, is their tragically short lifespan. Because of their extreme size, they typically only live for about 6 to 8 years. Owners often say they break your heart because they leave you far too soon. Finally, there are the space requirements. You don't just need a house. You almost need a fortress. From giant orthopedic beds to specialized vet care for their joints, every single bill you receive will be extra large. The Irish Wolfhound is a breed of beautiful contradictions. It is a fierce warrior from the ancient past that is now one of the most peaceful and loving souls you will ever meet. They're expensive to house, incredibly expensive to feed, and they don't stay in our lives for nearly long enough. But as the old Irish saying goes, gentle when stroked, fierce when provoked. There is simply nothing else on earth quite like them. Would you be willing to share your home with a dog the size of a small pony? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing animal stories.